Simon. Welcome to Business Coffee.
Thank you.
My first question today will be, what did inspire you to start your business?
Well, I think when we look at what we're going to do when we start a business is, what's an opportunity that doesn't exist,
Aha.
right? What's the first thing? And to me, that's what an entrepreneur is. It's someone who's looking for an opportunity that doesn't exist and has the ability to communicate that idea.
Okay.
So when I started Etiket, I was working in a medical clinic, and I saw this void in the market. And I said, I can do something with that, or I can let somebody else do that. So what's it going to be?
What type of skill sets do you feel is needed to start a business?
No fear.
Aha.
No fear. I worked in the fashion business for 25 years.
Okay.
And I worked for many different companies, usually very big companies, where I learned all kinds of things. I started at the bottom, I worked my way up. I learned the importance of learning all the steps along the way.
Okay.
If it was how to pack a box in the warehouse so that one day I could run a warehouse, if it was to learn what was behind the scenes in making an ad or shooting an ad, to get into the marketing side of things, to work in the showroom, whatever it is, until I understood what the behind the scenes were, how could I be someone to manage that or run that part of the business? So I learned that I'm the first person to say I'll go in and make somebody else a coffee. If we need to clean the toilets, I can do that. So it's really understanding what's involved at all levels of the business, because we all think of the glamorous side of that business, but what's really underneath it?
What is your main satisfaction in being an entrepreneur?
I think it's allowing other people to follow their dreams. You know, when we have any type of business, what's our real purpose in being there? Not what are we all about, or how are we there? Why are we there? So the easy answer is, for me, I have a store that sells beauty products. But is that really what it's all about? To me, I'm educating people who come in. If it's about skincare, if it's about perfume, it's about makeup. Well, it's not me, it's the people that work with me. They have dreams, and they have things they want to do. So when I'm successful, the people that are working in the store are able to do what they want to do and love to do. They're passing their passion on to their customer, our customer, which is then going to make us a success, but more importantly for me, they're happy coming to work every day. For me, it's always about letting others to achieve what they want to achieve. Givers gain. The more we give, the more we get back. But the goal should never be to get back. Don't search for the applause.
You should always to give.
Yeah. You know, I've met and worked for a lot of entrepreneurs. And to me, we think often of entrepreneur as somebody who's in a small business.
True.
Right? But an entrepreneur can be somebody who takes a small business and turns it into a huge business.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I've seen those people, and I've looked at them with the success that surrounds them. But I haven't always seen happiness. And to me, at the end of the day, we've heard it many times, you know, we're not going to wish we worked another day.
Indeed.
Right? Except for me, I've learned that there's work. Well, there is no difference. There's not work and pleasure and home life and family. They all go together. And when I put all those things together, then if ego's part of that, fear is part of that, then nothing's going to work. And if I remember who I am, who's just like, you know, a kid from Winnipeg who came to Montreal and followed some dreams and learned a little bit along the way and had a lot of people help me, that maybe if I just keep, not maybe, I just keep passing that forward, then the opportunity and the potential is incredible.
Do you mentor anyone? Do you coach any young entrepreneur? Do you take that time to do it?
I do it, I think, I hope on a day-to-day basis with the people that I work with. I do it if anyone reaches out to me. When I was given the opportunity to do this interview, I looked into it and I said, well, what's it all about? It's a new project coming out next year. Well, I could have said, hey, I don't want to take a chance on that. Or I can say, you know what? Somebody took a chance on me, right? Somebody said, hey, he's got an idea, let's see if it works. So that's why I'm sitting here.
What motivates you then today?
What motivates me today is that I keep getting things put in my path that I never thought I'd be able to do, that I never, or that maybe I always wanted to do but was too afraid to go out there and
And you get it.
What motivates me is that I always want to learn, that I want to grow. And, I know what I'm going to sound like, but to help, because I don't think we're really here for any other reason. And, we all get so worried about money. A friend of mine said to me recently, if money is going to solve the problem, it's not a real problem. And that stayed with me. Because when I am worried about something, that's what it tends to be. It's a financial situation. And if that gets me hung up, because in a new business, we're not even a year old, there's challenges every day. If you're not making your sales plans, if the web store's not doing what it is, if you have technical problems that are causing financial problems down the line, they seem to be the biggest thing. But is that really the biggest problem? If I'm more worried about, or not even worried, if what I'm doing every day when I'm getting up is thinking about what are we going to do today? What can we make our challenge for the day? Is it we need to be getting on the phone with our customers to see if they need our help? Right? Is it about more training so that the staff is more comfortable with things? Is it upgrades to the computer system? Is it something fun? Do we need to throw a party for our customers to say, hey, thank you?
So those are the challenges, or those are your motivation every day. This is what you wake up to.
Yeah. And to not get hung up on what everyone else is doing. The challenges that I faced as I started is I've learned so many things from different people. Well, they did it that way, so we should do it that way. They did it that way, we should do it that way. I don't like that way.
So find your way.
Yeah. Find my way, because there was something that got me here and gave me the push to do what I'm doing. So those are things that I remember every day as I get up in the morning and I put on that smiley face. And somebody says, how are you? And I go, juicy, I'm juicy.
What is the things that you, probably 3 things that you feel that's important for them to know when they start their business?
Okay, I'm gonna give you 3.5.
Perfect, go.
So the first thing is to find an opportunity that doesn't exist. Now that could seem like impossible these days, but there's always one out there. Now once you've found that, you've got to be able to communicate it. So it doesn't mean you're a good salesman. It doesn't mean that you just got the gift of gab. You've got to be able to communicate that idea as a leader to bring people to follow you and to help you to get that idea out there. You said fearless before, I believe that. You've got to be able to put yourself out there. You've got to be willing for a little feedback that you might not want to hear. And you've got to be able to look at yourself and say, where am I making mistakes and what do I need to do to go forward? And the third thing that sometimes to me is the most important is have fun.
Really?
Yeah, if you're not having fun, it's not going to happen, I can guarantee you.
Thank you so much, Simon, for being in our show. It was a pleasure learning from all of this experience that you shared with us today.
Thank you. Thank you.